What's going on, everybody? It is Joe. Welcome to the channel today. Today I am excited to go over XRP and HBAR with you guys, as they are two of my favorite coins on the market. With XRP, I want to kind of touch on the SEC case that's coming up. A lot of people think it's going to be closing soon. They've been closing a lot of cases with a lot of other cryptocurrencies and companies lately, so they think that case against Ripple is coming to an end soon. But I'm going to go over with you guys if I think XRP is going to propel to the levels we think it will with that case conclusion. Then I'm going to go over some price predictions with you guys for both HBAR and XRP. And with HBAR is oftentimes associated closely with XRP. You hear those names mentioned a lot, along with XLM, Stellar. I feel like a lot of times when you hear one, you hear all three. So I wanted to go over HBAR a little bit with you guys and provide you a price prediction that GROK came up with for HBAR as well. So stay tuned until the end of the video, and I think you're going to be shocked at the prices that GROK came up with for both XRP and HBAR. I know they blew my mind. I would be very excited if it happened. So stay tuned till the end. Let me know your thoughts on if that's going to happen. Before we dive into this, if you guys do like this content, don't be afraid to like the video, comment below, and hit that bell notification and subscribe, as that would mean the world to me, and I'd love to keep bringing you guys this daily content. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, we will dive right into these prices. So today we have XRP. Wow, it's green over the last 24 hours. That feels like a first lately. It feels like we've just been seeing red lately, but to see it up not even a percent, but it's still green, up 0.74% at 215. So that's encouraging to see. We did fall behind Tether and market cap over the last few days, and we are now number 4 in terms of market cap size. With Hedera HBAR, it moved up to 11, the highest spot it's ever had in terms of market cap. It has flipped Litecoin, Chainlink, Stellar, so that's really surprising and cool to see for HBAR to hit that accomplishment. I feel like it's only a matter of time before it gets into that top 10, and I think that time is going to be coming rather soon if everything goes according to plan. So keep your eye on Hedera, keep your eye on HBAR. That is a cryptocurrency I am heavily watching. That is not financial advice, but I do encourage you guys to keep that one on your radar, as it is climbing the charts. As you can see, in the last 24 hours, it's up 13%. That's got to be one of the best performing coins out there over this time period. And in the last week, up 9%, where you can see everything next to it is red. And then you got Hedera slowly climbing these charts, gaining ground. So keep your eye on that. I'm quite bullish on Hedera. With that said, we did get some exciting news. Just in, the White House is to host the first ever crypto summit this coming Friday, March 7. Attendees include prominent founders, CEOs, and investors from the crypto industry, as well as members of the President's Working Group on Digital Assets. Many people do think Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, could be in attendance there, and that would be massive for XRP and Ripple. And so I'm going to be keeping my eye out on that. If he ends up showing up, that'll just show how important he is to President Trump and what President Trump thinks of him and what he thinks of Ripple. And if he does make an appearance at this crypto summit, I feel like that's a massive sign that XRP and Ripple are going to play a role with this administration, within the government, or banking or something, somehow, some way. So keep your eye on that, and we'll kind of get a hint at how important he is to them. So just wanted to touch on that, as that is kind of breaking news, and a lot of people are excited about that news, and so I wanted to make sure to touch on that. And then this is kind of what I talked about, so I wanted to show this. Watching the SEC dismiss all crypto cases before Ripple. That's kind of been my reaction. You keep seeing all these cases ending, and then they keep ending all these cases, but then the XRP Ripple case is just hanging over there, looming, waiting for their turn. But patience will pay off. They're saving the best, they're saving the biggest for last, and I'm holding a firm belief in that. But it is kind of frustrating seeing all these other coins and all these other companies getting their cases dismissed, while Ripple, who's had the longest one standing, is just sitting on the sidelines waiting for their turn. But with that, we are going to talk about the case right now. So when the SEC case is over, don't expect XRP to moon, because it won't. The real pump won't come from a legal win. It'll come from what Ripple does next: adoption, partnerships, utility. here's what will really pump the price of XRP. So with that being said, this is kind of what I've been talking about with the crypto market in general right now. When Trump got elected, everyone just assumed all these things were going to happen, and the price just shot up before any of that utility came about. They were just assuming things were going to happen. The excitement led for all these huge price increases, and deservedly so. Like, I do see why the prices went up, but before any of that utility comes in, that's when we're going to see the real pumps. That's when we're going to see that real bull run start. And until that happens, we kind of see these artificial bull runs built on excitement. And while I do think for XRP it's going to be very bullish for this SEC case to finish and get that clarity, we are going to see a decent jump. Maybe we get back to the highs from a month ago, like 340, 330, around that range after this case ends, which would be, I would certainly take it. But until we get that actual utility, I think we're going to be kind of hovering around somewhere in that range. Like, we're going to get back up to that excitement level. We're going to get back to that 340, 350 range, which is still a big jump. But before we see that parabolic jump, I think that's going to come after we get to that 340, 350 mark. Then companies see that regulation clarity. They're going to see that it's legal in the SEC's mind, and so after that, then we can potentially get that parabolic jump that all the XRP people have been waiting for. But I do agree with this, and so I just wanted to talk about that with you guys. So let's go through this thread for a little bit. Picture this: case dismissed, XRP is not a security, badges gold plated, exchanges double down, Coinbase pumps in the volume, crack and expands pairs, new players like Binance jump in, liquidity surges, retail FOMO has fever pitch, that's the spark, but the fire's still coming. Ripple's been stacking wins quietly, 300 plus financial institutions already on RippleNet, now unshackled from the SEC mess, they can go full throttle. What if they drop a bombshell like all Japanese banks adopting the XRP ledger by year end? Instant global cred. Then there's the partnership pipeline. Banks and payment giants have been on the sidelines, spooked by legal drama. Case gone, floodgates open. Imagine Standard Chartered, Santander, or Wildcard like PayPal announcing XRP integration for cross-border flows. Volume goes nuts. Stablecoin angle. Ripple's RLUSD just launched. What if they roll it out to DeFi platforms or pair it with XRP for seamless swaps? Institutional money loves stability and speed. That's a magnet for hedge funds and the big players who've been watching from the bleachers. The X Factor, Ripple's PR machine. Brad Garlinghouse doesn't sit quiet. Expect a victory lap. Think White House photo ops, Trump handshake memes, or a crypto reserve tease. If they spin this right, the sentiment alone could double XRP's market cap before the ink dries. Let's talk tokenization, real world assets on the XRP ledger. Ripple's been teasing this for years. Post SEC, they could flip the switch. Imagine gold, real estate, or carbon credits tokenized on XRPL. Fast, cheap, global. XRP is the gas for every trade. Insane. Here's the kicker: the SEC win is just the starting gun. Prices won't go parabolic off vibes. It'll be Ripple's execution. That is what I was talking earlier. The vibes are gonna, this kind of makes it seem like the vibes aren't going to help it a lot, but I do think once that case ends, we are going to see at least a decent jump from XRP when that is announced. There's going to be a lot of people coming in. Then we might see a slight dip after that once that excitement's kind of gone. But then once we see that utility and how it's going to be used launched and announced, then we're going to go parabolic in my mind. So SEC case is going to end. We're going to go up a decent amount. We're going to see a lot of growth. We might dip a little bit after that once the excitement dries before the utility gets announced and how it's going to be used, and then that's when we'll go up. So I do think that's on point. So yeah, celebrate the case getting axed soon, pop the champagne, but eyes on the prize. Ripple's next moves are the rocket boosters. Then we see parabolic, and so that's what I'm looking forward to there. Now let's hop into HBAR. So the future of finance. This kind of talked about both of them, so I wanted to share this with you guys. The future of finance will be ruled by American-born cryptocurrencies, XRP and HBAR. That's one of the other reasons I like both of these. They are American-born cryptos. President Trump, big into American-made coins, so these two both being American coins is big for that. So in this cycle, utility will dominate speculation. The world is waking up to the importance of compliant, scalable, and enterprise-ready networks, and both XRP Ledger and Hedera are at the heart of this transformation. XRP, the bridge of value set to revolutionize cross-border payments and replace legacy systems like SWIFT. HBAR, the green scalable network for tokenization, enterprise solutions, and real-time transactions. While the masses chase hype, the real believers are loading up on American-made assets built for the long haul. The new financial system won't be meme coins or narratives. It'll be utility, regulation, and infrastructure. And if everything goes according to plan for these companies, both of them are going to play a huge role when it comes to utility, regulation, and infrastructure. XRP's 4th in market cap, Hedera's 11th, so they've already established themselves as major players in the industry, and I think it's only a matter of time before those things come about. With HBAR, it is now one spot away from the top 10. Something this person has said since 2021 is that HBAR is a top 10 project, and we are finally seeing that become a reality. The future is bright for Hedera and HBAR. And then you have HBAR is ready to fly. Sold at 18 cents, you might regret it. A close above resistance equals liftoff. Don't be the one chasing at 40 cents when the signal was at 23 cents. And I believe we are around 23 cents today. Yeah, 23.8 cents. So the signal is right here, and it's closed above resistance. So what they're saying is now is the time where we're about to see it take off. We're already seeing HBAR doing great numbers in comparison to the rest of crypto over the last day. So that resistance line, as you can see right here, we just closed above that, and the steady decline coming all the way down, and now we are poised to shoot back up, and that gets me excited. I am looking forward to that, so keep your eye on that. We did close above that resistance line. So with that, I wanted to ask GROK again, like, hey, become an expert on the utility and use cases of XRP and Hedera. Find out all the use cases, the likelihoods that those happen, and then by 2030, give me a prediction, a bullish prediction of what the prices of those could be if everything happens according to plan for them. And here's what GROK had to say. I think you're going to be surprised. I think you're going to be excited. I know I am. So let's take a listen. This detailed survey examines the utility's potential implementations and future prospects of Ripple, its cryptocurrency XRP, the stablecoin RLUSD, and Hedera HBAR by 2030, focusing on their use cases, likelihood of adoption, and bullish price predictions for XRP and HBAR. The analysis is grounded in its current market data as of March 2025 and considers the positive sentiment surrounding these assets. So it gives a little background about Ripple and XRP, about RLUSD, about Hedera. It gives some background on them. It talks about the utilities. So for Ripple and XRP, it talks about cross-border payments. Ripple's platform reduces transaction times from days to seconds, competing with SWIFT, and it's adopted by banks for liquidity management. XRP's role as bridge currency enhances efficiency. Tokenization, the XRPL supports token creation for assets like stocks or real estate, potentially increasing transaction volumes. Challenges include regulatory uncertainty and competition from other blockchains. RLUSD, it talks about that. And then Hedera, enterprise applications. Hedera's Hashgraph enables high-speed, secure transactions suitable for supply chain tracking, digital identity verification, and healthcare data sharing. Smart contracts supports dApp development, potentially growing its ecosystem for gaming and DeFi. Governance and staking. HBAR holders can stake for network stability, earning rewards, and influencing governance. Challenges include competition from Ethereum and educated enterprises on adoption. I feel like a lot of people still don't know what Hedera and HBAR are, and so it does have to compete with Ethereum. But I think as we've seen lately, Ethereum is kind of leveled off. People aren't getting as excited about Ethereum as they once were. It is still the second largest crypto by far in terms of market cap, so it still holds a heavy dominance over a lot of them, but other coins are catching up, and so I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like Hedera HBAR start to take some of that competition away from Ethereum, and that's one of the challenges mentioned here. Likelihood of implementation. The evidence leans toward widespread adoption by 2030, given current trends. Ripple's existing partnerships with banks and the RLUSD launch suggest strong growth in financial sectors, especially with favorable regulations. So, and then it talks about Hedera's enterprise focus and council of global innovators indicate potential for significant market penetration. And then it talks about predictions for their usage, bullish price predictions. This is the moment we've been waiting for. XRP predictions range from $478 to $50 by 2030 in bullish scenarios, assuming widespread adoption and regulatory clarity. A bullish estimate is $30. That's what GROK came up with by 2030. Based on the question that I asked it and the research I had it do, it came up with a $30 price prediction by 2030. HBAR forecasts vary from $1.70 to $10. Keep in mind it is trading at 23 cents right now, with some suggesting $4.55. A bullish scenario hit at $5 accounts for enterprise growth and network scaling driven by adoption. It is at 23 cents right now, and it is saying it could get to $5. That's massive. Just to put that into perspective, I asked if you put $10,000 in each and those bullish price predictions hit, what would that turn into? And here is that math for you guys. This is what gets me excited. XRP $10,000 at $2.15 buys about 4,600 tokens, and at $30 in 2030, that $10,000 would be worth $140,000. That is quite the jump, and that gets me quite excited. I would hope that gets you excited as well. HBAR $10,000 at 22 cents buys about 45,000 tokens, and at $5 in 2030, that would equate to about $230,000. That makes it more valuable than XRP in that case if those bullish price targets hit, and that's almost $90,000 difference there, extra profit from HBAR if those price targets hit. Don't get me wrong, I'd take either one of those price predictions. I'm still heavy into XRP. I'm the biggest believer in XRP, but HBAR is making a play, and that is certainly one I'm keeping my eye on. And then RLUSD as a stable coin remains at $1, so 10,000 invested would still be $10,000, even though its utility growth is significant. So that's kind of common sense. But give me your thoughts below on these price predictions for HBAR and for XRP. Do you think they could happen? Do you think they're realistic by 2030? And what do you think about those prices? Because $10,000 turning into either 130 or 230,000 is very bullish in my mind, and that seems like a no-brainer. Obviously, that's not financial advice, but these two coins are getting me very excited. I think they have bright futures, and I would love to hear your thoughts. So comment below. I'll interact with you guys, and until then, I'll see you guys on the next video.